So welcome back students to one more session. So in previous video what have we learned? We've learned the classification as well as structure of alkanes, alkenes and alkynes. Now I picked up the topic that is nomenclature. Here in nomenclature, what is nomenclature? Basically naming of the compound. I picked up a lot of examples for you all. As I said, I'll be doing in the form of a worksheet. So I picked up these examples which were available in the net. So let us practice now. Suppose in your exam, if your teacher has given you such compounds and ask you to name the compound, I'll be explaining the rules simultaneously. So what is the heading? Write the name of each of the hydrocarbon molecule shown below. Done. So I've already taught you. For alkane, the general formula is CnH2n plus 2. For alkene, it is CnH2n. And for alkyne, it is CnH2n minus 2. Suppose if I have to name this compound, right? How should you start? Now, first of all, first important thing is you need to number the carbon atoms. So what is this? You see, your concept should be rule number 1, numbering the carbon atoms. Rule number 2, you have to see are there any functional groups present in this. So this functional groups concept you have studied in grade 10, isn't it? You have to study different functional groups like alcohols, acids, aldehydes, ketones, esters, halides, such functional groups if they are present. If there are no functional groups present, not a problem at all. So in the first example, I've taken the basic example. So in this particular thing, let us start counting the number. No functional groups, you can start directly. You can either start numbering from here or you can number from here. Suppose if I name the number this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 8, isn't it? So what is the name of this compound? If I have to say 8 carbon, this isn't, first of all, this is an alkane because there is no double bond in this, isn't it? Or triple bond. So 8 carbon atom or 8 carbon chain, this is called octane. Right? Octa means 8. Now, let us come back to the next example. Here, let us see, are there any functional groups present? No functional group. Are there any substituents present? Yes. There is a substituent present here and there is a substituent present here. A side chain. Now start numbering it. Now there are no functional groups, so not a problem. You can either start numbering it here or here. But remember, you need to number it in such a way that this gets the minimum number here. The substituent gets the minimum number. So here, if I have to suppose if I start from here 1, 2, 3, 4, it gets 4. But here if I start, it is 1, 2. So minimum number start from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now see here at second position as well as fifth position you have methyl group. How to name? You should name it as 2. This one. First start from here. Then comes 5. 2, 5. You need to name it as 2, 5. Then put a hyphen. How many methyl groups are there? 2 methyl groups. So it is dimethyl. Dimethyl. Okay. And dimethyl, what is the parent chain? It is octa. Isn't it? 8. So dimethyl octane. That's over. Let's come back to the third example. Now in this case, first of all you should see whichever is the longest chain. So if I take this is the longest chain, isn't it? Done. After writing this, finding the longest chain, you should see whether there are any substituents. Okay, 2 substituents. You have to see whether there are any functional groups. So no functional groups. So as I said here, this particular the substituent, it should get the minimum number. Suppose if I start from here, this becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose if I start from here 1, 2, 3. Third carbon you have methyl group. So you can start from that and start explaining the compound. But important thing is here parent chain, first number it. Number the parent chain. Now, and one more concept you should remember here. See here, there is a double bond in the compound. This is where you need to be careful. This is a functional group almost, isn't it? Alkene is a group. So you should see that here there were no functional groups, not a problem. But here there is an alkene. So that alkene should get a minimum number compared to this. This alkene should get a minimum number. So from where should I start? I have to start numbering. So alkene first preference given, then goes to the substituent. So 1, 2, 3, okay, 4, this is 5, this is 6, this is 7. Now name the compound. It is, you have at the third carbon you have ene. And here in the fifth carbon you have methyl. So start writing from the substituents. 5, 5. Right? It is dimethyl. Okay, 5, 5 dimethyl. And where is the alkene double bond present? Here, isn't it? Now put a hyphen. 3 at the third position. What is the parent chain? 7 carbon. So heptene. 5, 5 dimethyl. 3 heptene. Done. right? So next example, let's come back to the 8th example, then I'll move the paper above. So here in this particular thing, what is the example? They've given this compound. I need to write its name. Right, let's start. Here I should see the longest chain. What is the longest chain? If I take like this, 1 2 3 4 5. Suppose if I take in this way, 1 2 3 4, isn't it? Now suppose if I consider this as the longest chain, this one as the longest chain, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, right? So I can go with the longest chain, hexene. Now what are the substituents here? This is a substituent. Methyl group is one substituent. So I'll start from here like this one, 1 2 3 4 5 6. So the longest chain would be this one. See here, right? So this is a example and this is a substituent. Now number it. I said substituent group should be given a number in such a way that that particular number or that substituent should get minimum number. Suppose if I start from here, 1 2 3 4, but if I start from here, 1 2 3, so I can write it as 3 methyl. How many carbon atoms? 6 carbon atoms. 3 methyl hexane. Done? Yes. Now let's come back and see this. In this particular example, first I have to see what is the longest chain. The longest chain, according to this, if I start counting, I need to see the possibilities. What is the longest chain? Suppose if I take only consider this, 1 2 3 4 5, it is only pent. Suppose if I consider like this, 1, okay, 2 3 4, again it is less, it is but. Now let me see in this way, 1 2 3 4 5 6, again it is only oct. That means how should I try? I need to start this. But is ruled out, oct is ruled out. I have to see anything like 6 carbon. I have to see is there any 7 carbon possibility. For that 7 carbon possibility, let me see. Suppose if I take, now what is this group? This is C2H5. Okay, I can make this a substituent and I can start from here. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, this is also ruled out. Suppose if I take like this, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Suppose if I take like this, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Yes, this is the biggest one. I am considering in this direction. See here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, done. So the heptane. Now start numbering it. You have start number because you should get the minimum number. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So in second and third you have methyl group. So 1 2 3 4. On the fourth carbon you have ethyl. Now how should you write? Methyl and ethyl both are there. Alphabetical order. Start writing 4 ethyl 2 3 dimethyl heptane, because it is 7 carbon chain. Suppose if I have to name this compound. Okay, right, let's start. Again you need to see the longest chain. Now here the longest chain is straightly given, not a problem. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 octane. So I'm going to take this as the longest chain. Now number the groups. 1 2 3. Here this is getting 3, isn't it? Suppose if I start from here, 1 2, so this would be better because the substituent is getting a minimum number. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So at second carbon you have methyl, fourth carbon you have methyl, sixth carbon you have methyl. But where is the ethyl group? Ethyl group is present here at the fifth carbon. So ethyl and methyl alphabetical order. So start with ethyl. It is 5 ethyl 2 4 6 trimethyl octane. Right, students, hope this is clear to you all. I have given example. So let's come back and start with the next set of examples. Right, Yes, so this is over. Let us shift the paper above and see whether it is clear or not. Right. So suppose if I have to solve the fourth example. Yes, so in the fourth example, what do you have? This is one structure. Let's do this. First of all, this particular thing, you have a cyclic structure in this. That's very important. So what is the parent chain? This cyclic structure. How many carbons are there in the cyclic structure? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pentane. Yes, but this is a cyclo group because you don't have any bonds inside. This is a cyclo group. So suppose if I start numbering this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At the first carbon you have, okay, let me see whether I am naming it properly or not. Yes, at the first carbon I have which group here? I have ethyl. At the third carbon also I have ethyl. So I can write 1, 3 diethyl cyclo. What is this compound? This is pentane. Done. Yes. Now let's come back and see this. I'm not going in the order because of the space factor. Now when I go with the 11th one, let's see. In the 11th one, I have to see the longest chain. Isn't it? Done. So if I have to see the longest chain, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is longer. Suppose if I count like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is also fine. Suppose if I count like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the ways it is hex only. But what should you remember? There is an alkene group here that you should be careful. The alkene functional group should get minimum number. Then comes your substituent. When they should get their minimum number, that means I have to start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, so this is done. Now start naming it. This particular compound, now what will alkene I said minimum number, I've done that. Now I have to see the substituent. Where is the substituent? Here at the third carbon there is a substituent. At the fourth carbon there is a substituent. Now start naming it. It is 3, 4 diethyl hyphen 2 hexene, because after 2. Done. Let's see this. Now longest chain 1, 2, because it is only in one way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 means 9 hydrocarbon is nonene. Correct? Now where is the double bond present? Double bond is present here and it should get a minimum number. You should be careful. Suppose if I start numbering here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose if I number from here 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the right way. This is the right way because this should get a minimum number. So now what do I get? I get 4 nonene because it is double bond. Now let me name this compound. This is a cyclo group. Yes. So how many carbons? But 4 carbons. But there is a double bond. So this is cyclobutene. Over. Let's name this. Here again it's a cyclo compound. There is no double bond, only single bond. That means it is an alkene. So cyclo, 3 carbons is propane. Cyclopropane. Suppose if I have to name this simple compound, this is benzene compound. Now I'll further move the sheet above, students, so that this also is clear. Right. Let's come back and do the 7th one. I think this is, I'll make this clear like this. So the 7th example. Okay. I think this whole structure, I'll just move the paper. Yes. So let's move. Yeah. Right. Yes. Now it's clear. Now let us name the 7th, 14th, 15th, 16th and 17th. I think when I come to the 7th example. So the 7th example is what? Here this is bond line structure. No carbon atoms given. But here there is a triple bond given. You have to be careful. This is an alkyne. Now start numbering. First carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon, fifth carbon, sixth carbon, seventh carbon, eighth carbon. So the parent chain is octane, triple bond. Correct? Yes. Now, but important thing, what mistake did I do? I said the alkyne should get, the triple bond should get minimum number. That means I should not number like this. I should number in this way: 2, 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, this is 7, this is 8, because the alkyne should get minimum number. So triple bond. So what is octane? Which octane is this? 2-octane. Now let us go to the substituent. Here, in which position? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the sixth position, what is this carbon? There is one carbon here. There is one carbon here, obviously. There is one more carbon. 2 carbons means ethyl group. So which one is that? Which position? 4-ethyl, 2-octane. Done. Now let's write this. Now count 1. Now first of all, before counting, you should see whether there is any double bond, triple bond. Here, do we have any double bond or triple bond? We don't have. So directly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 means decane. It is decane. Now there is one substituent here, one substituent here, one substituent. So where is the substituent? Here there is one substituent is 1, 2. Okay, let us name this. There is one substituent where? 2. Should I start from here or should I start from here? Okay, I have to start from here only because the minimum number to be given substituent. So this is 2, this is 7, this is 8. So what can I write? 2, 7, 8. And there is no place here. Trimethyl decane. Right. Suppose, okay, here 15th question. Simple, direct it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All are the same, but there is a double bond. Double bond should get minimum number. So start numbering from here 1, 2, 3. So it is 2 hexene. Done. Now let me move the paper ahead so that 16th and 17th also are clear. Here in this case, in the 16th one, I have to see the longest chain as the compound is given. Suppose if I count like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pent. Done. Suppose if I count like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pent. Done. No problem. So either way or this way. Right? Now suppose if you are counting like this. If you are counting like this becomes substituent, this also becomes substituent. Correct? Suppose if I count like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So both the ethyl groups will be present on either side. Right? So that would be convenient, I think, to name. So how will I take? I'll take this as the longest chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done? Yes. So start naming it. So the third carbon 1, 2, 3. The third carbon I have ethyl and here also ethyl. So name it 3, 3 diethyl pentane. Done. Now let us name this last one. Here, as soon as the compound is given, I have to see the longest chain. Suppose if I take this is the longest chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pent. Suppose if I consider like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose if I consider like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All are 5 only. Not a problem. Right? Now, suppose if you consider this one like this. In the any side you can consider, but the substituent should be clearly mentioned. Suppose if I take like this whole thing, now what will happen? There is an ethyl group in the third carbon, 1, 2, 3 in the third carbon. Right? Now methyl group here, it will become 4, but according to the alphabetical order, they should get minimum number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is the concept. First pick the longest chain, then see the arrange accordingly to the alphabetical order. So methyl, then this is ethyl. First comes ethyl, then comes methyl. So this is 3 ethyl, 2 methyl pentane. So this is the concept, students. Hope the page is clear. I have done all the examples, students, from the beginning. I'll try to show the sheet again. I have done this example. I've written all examples like this in this way. Then I've gradually picked up, I've shifted the paper, and I picked up all the examples. So hope the concept is clear, students. Any doubt, please let